Hello everybody, Nick from Shadowhunters Paranormal Investigation and Events here, bringing you another exciting video today. If you guys are brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking this video, leave a comment. Welcome to part 2 of the best equipment to own for a paranormal investigator. So this week I thought I'd start it out with the awesome millimeter. The millimeter is a really cool piece of equipment. With the millimeter, it measures energy and it also measures the temperature around the room. What's really cool about the millimeter, I don't know if you can see on top. I'm trying to get it to where it'll focus in. Maybe, there we go. I don't know if you can see on top, it says MEL 8704. I don't know if you guys have watched the show Ghost Adventures. They actually did an episode on the millimeter. And the millimeter was made from a guy named Gary Golka. And the millimeter was actually a tribute to his daughter, who unfortunately did pass away in a car accident. Mel would be short for Melissa. 87 was the year she was born, 1987, and 2004 was the year that she did pass away. If you guys have not seen it, if you guys actually go to Discovery Plus, I think right now you can see all the Ghost Adventures episodes on there. It's a really good episode. It's kind of sad. It's a little sad, but it definitely shows that there really could be life after death. But this is a really good piece of equipment to use. Same thing, guys, like I said before, make sure your phone is on airplane mode because that can definitely interact with the millimeter. The second I'm going to show is the millimeter again, except this time this is the millimeter and the REM pod all in one, and there's a temperature reader on this one too. This one did cost me a little bit more. This is about $250. The other one you can find on Amazon for about like $99. And I'm going to post a link down below where you can find everything about the equipment that we use for the show and for our YouTube series. So with this one, like I said, on top, it's already going off. So on top is the REM pod. So if you remember, I'm going to turn that off, that's annoying. If you remember from last week's episode, I talked about the REM pod. Well, this pretty much does the same thing. It's got the antenna, and then when you do go close to it, it does go off. And then when something touches it, it's going to do that. It'll start flashing red. And then on the side, on this side, I don't know if you can see it, on that side is the temperature gauge, and the temperature gauge kind of shows like if the temperature does drop, this thing will start flashing immediately if there is possibly some paranormal activity or something going on by this device. I do recommend that you always have your phone on airplane mode anytime you do use any type of paranormal piece of equipment. So that's paranormal equipment piece number 2 for this week. And number 3, everybody should have is a digital voice recorder. This one is very, very tiny. I don't know if you can see. With the digital voice recorder, it can pick up what are called EVPs, which means electronic voice phenomena. Electronic voice phenomena is, these can pick it up, so like if you hear a whisper or if you hear something that is just out of the ordinary, these will pick it up. Now guys, these will pick up everyday sounds too. So when you are doing an EVP session and somebody farts, I've done it before. When somebody farts, you want to tag it and you say Nick farted, or Nick's stomach gurgled, or Nick burped, or anything like that. But make sure you tag it every single time, because otherwise you're going to constantly think that it's paranormal activity. Now what's really cool about digital voice recorders is, one, it's very, very cheap. You can get them very cheap on Amazon. I think this one was like $24.99. which is very, very cheap. Number 2, the cool thing is you can actually get them on your cell phone. There's an app for it, and it'll work exactly the same exact way as a normal digital voice recorder. All you gotta do, you plug it into your computer if you want to listen, or you can even listen onto your phone with headphones or anything like that that you choose. So yeah, like I said, using a digital voice recorder is really, really cool. It's very, very easy too. Just make sure when you guys do a EVP session and you use a digital voice recorder, you need to remain as quiet as possible. Because if you don't, you're going to pick up everyday noises, and it can get really, really annoying because you're going to think you have paranormal activity when you really don't. So that is this week's video. Thank you guys so much for joining. Next week we have some really, really cool pieces of equipment to show you more. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys are brand new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below. And I am Nick Sarlo with Shadowhunters Paranormal Investigation and Events, and I will see you guys next week.